It's already on. I turn it back on. Oh, that would be great, but this is on already. Happy New Year's. Happy 2019. Wow. Wow. What a year we have to look forward to. I don't believe that I can at least recall have ever had a year where where I had this much expectations of what I expect to happen in the year, in the year on a particular year and a New Year's Day, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Yeah, 2019. Excuse me. 2019 is, here we are. It has arrived, and it is. It's going to be marking a year in history to have, I believe, brought bigger changes in most people's lives than ever before, than any year ever before has, or I should say, in more people's lives. Now, of course, there are more people alive today than what have ever died in our known world. Now, of course, when we find about history that has that was never told us, history that's not taught in schools, history that isn't fake, that is reality, that of people of former civilizations and many things like that has been before, stuff that history books in schools don't talk about. When we find out some of those things, then we might not be able to say that there are more people alive now than have ever lived, because that's actually not necessarily true. However, that is not really applicable to what we expect for the good that we expect for humanity in 2019. So this civilization that we're living in, this world which we have come to know and I would say at least somewhat have fallen in love with, because this is the place where we live, this planet, and have, through carbon and many other pollutions, ended up bringing much destruction through polluting the sea with plastic, through polluting the air with carbon, with the poisons from that come from the fossil fuel industry, as it were, from fertilizers, which is also from fossil fuels, the drug pharmaceutical industry, which is also driven by fossil fuels, and you know, by crude oil kind of products. In so many ways, we have brought so much destruction upon humanity, upon the planet, and all of this stuff. One must wonder, how did us as people, how did we ever let it get to where it where it has gotten to? Now, and of course, we could reflect on all of that and become very, very negative about all of this and stuff and so on, about what has happened. And we could use the blame game and say, oh, it's that person's fault, it's that person's fault. And I know it's very easy to go down those roads, but is that where we want to go? You see, 2019 is the year of opportunity. Opportunities have always really been much greater than what how should I say, than what humanity has caught on that they were. It always has been that way, and I wouldn't be surprised it's going to remain that way still for some years. And the reason I say that is because it's going to take changing the education system, you know, on the entire planet for all people, change the education system so that people start learning the truth about life and the truth about how things work and the truth about history and all of those kind of things, which is going to take place, I believe. We're getting there. We're getting there. But 2019, 2019, I believe, is going to make more millionaires than any year ever has. More millionaires than any year previous to this ever has. And if you're watching this video, count yourself in as becoming one of those in 2019, okay? Now, all right, so without any further, you know, talk, let's dive into a presentation of what I want to show you and see if you agree that this is the year of real opportunity. And let me say this, opportunity basically begins with a financial opportunity. You see, once you have all the money you need to buy everything that you want, everything else is, you know, life becomes easy. Anxiety goes away, worries go away, all of this kind of stuff that, you know, that makes people unhealthy, that makes them, oh, how should we say, that bogs people down, is usually, it all comes from the lack of finance, the lack of money, the lack of freedom, the lack of not being able to live the life that they would enjoy living. We are creatures. We are here. We have come to this world to enjoy life and to you know, with expectations, or should we say desires, that of a life that we would enjoy living. And when we are deprived of the life that we would enjoy, that creates problems, because what your enjoyment would be in life is your signature in the cosmos, as it were. It is what you are meant to be. That is what you are meant to enjoy, without outside influence, without people telling you, you can't do this, you can't do that, without people telling you that, without there being a lack of money. So, in other words, so that you can't, you don't have financial means in order to live the life that you want to live. Because we're meant to be here to fully enjoy. And also, without your church minister having anything to say about how you live. Wow, yes, you church people, you also need an understanding. You need an understanding that goes much deeper than what your preachers are telling you. All right, so let's see what we got. Do you want profit? 2019 will go down in history as the year of opportunity for profit. Okay, that is my belief. Now, you have an opportunity to profit in 2019. Python signals: 1 business, 2 opportunities. Opportunity number 1 is the crypto cycles and trends trading. And why crypto cycles and trends trading? Because it is the oldest and most reliable way to make money from the crypto market. Can be done by anyone at any time, and you can begin with any amount of money. It is no longer a game where only the fittest survive. It's no longer the game where only you have to first become a multimillionaire in order to be in the game. It doesn't matter how little amount of money you have. But let's go further. Let's dive into this a little deeper, so we gain an understanding of some of the accomplishments that people have already been making, which would be wonderful to actually have testimonials, which in this here presentation, I don't at this point have testimonials here, but you can join us in other calls, in other Zoom calls where we do share testimonials. All right, so what was the last one here? Oh, buy low and sell high. That is the strategy. The strategy is to buy low and sell high. It's the same as when somebody puts up a store. Their profit margin is between what they buy the product for and what they sell it for. So it's buying low and selling high is the idea. Now, in 2017, in January, you could have bought $100 worth of Bitcoin and sold it in December at $1,400. Nice profit. Ethereum, $100 purchase could have sold in at $8,750. Litecoin, $100 purchase could sold for $5,000. Monero, $100 purchase could have sold for $2,400. And Dash, $100 purchase is sold it for $8,890. A simple $500 investment turning into $26,440. Nice gains, nice gains. The $1 million question is, when should I buy or when should I sell? That's where Marius Landman comes in. Who is Marius Landman? He is a person that has been working 30 plus years for major companies like GE, like Shell, and all also many others, because he had developed an algorithm, a computerized program that you can put in past data from past events and circumstances, and it would project out the future as to what the future would be like. Now, this is powerful because what you can do is you can make changes to the data, or just, you can figure out what changes you can make in order to project a different future. Now, but anyway, the fact of knowing, putting data in from the past and being able to, thank you, and being able to know, this helped him in the sense that he was able to, he plugged that system into the cryptocurrency market, and that has brought him phenomenal results. And so in 2018, 518% return on his investment, when the markets were actually not that great. In 2018, from January to July, the markets were really not that great, and yet pulled out 518% profit because of knowing what the future prices were going to be of the cryptocurrency. This is very, very powerful stuff. Remember in 2017 when Bitcoin went up to $20,000? Well, that was when when Wall Street was using the media and tell people buy. Bitcoin is going to go to $50,000, $100,000. I don't know. I don't know if they really use numbers, but Wall Street was telling people to buy, whereas Marius Landman, he was telling his subscribers, pull out your profits at 19.5 because after that the price is going to go down. Well, many of his subscribers followed his advice, pulled out their profits, while the rest of us, well, we went over the cliff. Now, what would that be worth to you? What would it have been worth to you to know, having, let's say, having bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, and when it was $1,000, and then having, having been able to know that it was going to come back down, and having put out your profits at, at 19,500. Now that's only one incident where it went up like that, but this happens all the time. What would it be worth to you to be able to know when to pull out the profits? When you go up, when the price goes up like that, and you don't know when to sell, and you try to sell once it's on its downward trend, dude, you're out of luck. You're out of luck. It's like you're in a traffic jam when you're trying to sell. At that time, you need to be able to sell ahead of time. So, what does it take to get access to this data? Well, you have to become a subscriber of Python Signals. That's really that simple. And here are the packages that are available. Now, let me just turn this, there we go. So, because these are the packages that are available. The other package no longer is, okay? The silver pack, these are the 4 packages: silver, gold, platinum, and galaxy. So the silver package is $50, and it covers 30 days access. The gold is $150 and covers 90 days access. The platinum is $250 and covers 180 days access. The galaxy is $500 and covers 1 year access, 12 months. Now, if you're able to read what I am showing you here, you can probably see a 15 months here, but that's no longer true. That was only available until the 31st of December of 2018. It's now yearly. It's 500 for 12 months, okay? Now, all 4 packages pay a 10% direct referral bonus. When you refer people with your referral link, there's a direct referral bonus of 10% that you get. You also get, with the silver pack, you also get 6 levels of pay in the matrix of 24%. The gold pays out 9 levels at 36%. The platinum pays out 12 levels at 48%. And the galaxy pays out 18 levels at 65.5%. And the matrix payout, or should I say it this way, the direct referral bonus is over and above what the matrix payout is, all right? So let's take a look at exactly what you get when you buy a package. All 4 packages give you the exact same thing as far as the trading data is concerned. And so what you get when you buy one of those packages, you get Marius's timely trading report for the top 40 cryptos and email notifications whenever a new report is available in the in your Python Signals back office. You get notified by email that there is a new update, data update, okay? So that you can continually be up to date as to what the prices are going to be for the top 40 cryptos. And also you get access to 5.1 million annual income roadmap. Opportunity number 2, the revenue share plan, RSP, 5.1 million annual income roadmap. The rules, the regulations, or the guidelines, should we say, for the pay plan, for the matrix. As I already mentioned, the direct referral bonus, that's a 10% bonus that's over and above what the matrix payout is. So now here we're talking about the matrix payout. It is a 2 by 18 matrix, and it's a forced matrix. That simply means that it's you can't place people where you decide you want them in your matrix. It is automatically filled by people that you refer, or people that referred you, people from above you that refer people, and thus the matrix keeps building top to bottom, left to right is how the matrix fills. So when people, how should I say, when you come into the matrix, you then have a place in the matrix, and two places underneath you appear, which you can fill, or people that referred you can fill. You know, for somebody from above you in the matrix can fill those, or you do. One of the things. If you don't, well, sooner or later somebody else will. Now, if they're filled by somebody else, you get paid 5% from you know, from that from their purchase. You get paid 5% from that because it's your first level. So the left side fills first, then the right, and you would get 5% from both of those. Now, as soon as one of those places fills, there is two places appear under that person right away as well, which you can fill, or somebody from above you, or the person that's in your first level is also can fill those. And thus, when both places are filled, there would be 4 under second level, which can be filled by anybody from above or below, or you or the person under you, the people under you. You see, it doesn't matter who filled those places in the matrix. Doesn't matter. You get paid what the matrix payout is. Now, any places that you fill with people that you refer, of course, you get what the matrix payout is plus a 10% direct referral bonus. So on the first level, the 2 people that are there, that when that gets filled, that makes you 5% each, which is 15% that you get paid from their subscriptions when you refer them. The next level down, it's 14%. Let's say you fill both of those spots. You also fill all the 4 spots under them. Well, on those 4, you would be getting 14% on each of the places that you fill. And as soon as when that row is filled, there's another row underneath that, which is 8 spots, which is 8 people then. 8 spots that can be filled by referring new people. If you would fill that row as well, you would be making 13% on each of those. If you don't refer them and somebody else refers them, then you get 3% on that level. But here's the really cool thing. Under the level underneath that, when they refer, you again get 5%. On 16 people, you make 5% on their commission from that again. So it always goes 5, 4, 3, 5. We'll look at that in the matrix actually. So this is it's a forced matrix. The only rule, we don't have any of this thing where you have to have this much volume, that many sales, and that many referrals. We don't have any of that, okay? The only rule that applies is that you have an active subscription in order to be paid in the matrix. It's the only thing. And that subscription gives you access to the trading data so that you can intelligently trade, and it gets you paid in the matrix. That's what each spot does in the matrix. All right. Now, you're also not. There is no rule against you having more than one spot in the matrix, or more than one account. There's no rules like that. Okay. Which in most cases, that's in most matrices. Most matrices that's not allowed, but here that's not a problem. You get paid daily in Bitcoin. Everything is Bitcoin inside. It's you buy your package with Bitcoin, and you also get paid with Bitcoin. All right, so the actual matrix, let's take a look at that. So here, as I mentioned, there's 18 levels that you can get paid on if you have the Galaxy package. The first column here, the levels. The next column are the percentages. As I mentioned, it's 5%, 4%, 3%, 5%, 4%, 3%. You see that all the way, just about all the way down to level 16, where it changes to 2%. 17 is 2%, and 18 is 1.5%. The next level, or the next column here, are the amount of people or amount of subscriptions in the in the matrix, which is 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, always doubles every time, as you can see, which if you're a Galaxy member with a full matrix, you'd have 262,144 people in your bottom matrix level to be paid on. Okay. Now, these highlighted lines here, they represent the packages. Okay. So the silver package, it pays 6 levels, as we already noticed on the package. The gold pays 9 levels. The platinum pays 12 levels. And the Galaxy pays 18 levels. So if you had the silver package on a full matrix, you would be earning $2,250. On the gold, you would be earning $18,280 or $50, and that's a yearly residual income. And of course, the platinum pays you $146,250 yearly residual income. And finally, the Galaxy would be paying you $5,102,410 yearly residual income. Now, that's pretty significant income. And in the beginning of this video, I was mentioning that I believe that 2019 is the year that is going to be making more millionaires than any year ever has before. And this is why. Every person that comes into the crypto market, into the crypto space, that starts using cryptocurrency, they have access to trading. They can trade, they can buy and sell cryptocurrencies. Anybody can start. And the world, the monetary systems in the world they're failing. And it stands to reason that they fail because they're debt-based. They're based on debt. They're based on the scenario that the debt always has to be bigger than the amount of money there is to pay for that debt. Because the system starts out with debt. And this has been made life very difficult for humanity practically worldwide. The only people that haven't suffered from this is the creators of the system and the controllers of it. That's the only people that have had the advantage. But with cryptocurrencies, all of that changes. All of that changes. Now, those same people, they are still, to an extent, manipulating the crypto markets as well, already as well. But here's the thing. The more people come into the crypto space, the less manipulation there will be. And when we have millions and hundreds of millions of people coming into cryptocurrency and start using it for payments, for goods and services, that will reduce the manipulation to the point where there actually won't be any. That's, you know, because they can only manipulate as long as they have way more money than everybody else. But once all of us together have far more than they have, the manipulation will basically cease, because they don't have the money to do it, because we're all in it too. All right, and so because of the money systems failing is why people will be turning to crypto and are turning to crypto. By leaps and bounds, people are coming into the crypto space. All right, and this is why I say that 2019 will be a year of opportunity, far more so than what it's ever been. And here's the thing with Python signals, you see, every person that comes into the cryptocurrency space needs Python signals in order to know what the prices of the markets are going to do, so that they know when to buy and sell in order to profit in the cryptocurrency market. This makes Python signals of extremely high value. The packages that Python signals, the price that those packages are is it is practically a gift. And then when you turn around and look at the pay plan that comes with it, it's amazing how much money a person can make, even if you're not referring anybody yourself. You can still have actually your matrix filled and make $5,102,410 a year without lifting a finger. And if you weren't, let's say you just simply bought the package, the yearly package or whatever, just so that you can have access to do some trading. Well, you know, and you wanted to just make all your money with trading, which would be fine. You could easily do that. Well, in that case, you'd be making a lot of money in the matrix without referring anybody, and you'd be, you know, while other people fill your matrix, you'd end up getting paid from all of those matrix and still make, you know, over $5 million a year, just because you bought the, you know, you're keeping your package. You buy your yearly $500 package so that you can trade in the crypto space. I mean, I see this as the opportunity of opportunities. That's what I see in Python signals. All right. Now, thank you for watching this video. If you you know, you watch this and you say, ah, that's not for me, hey, I want to thank you for having watched it, and so at least you know what's available. But if you see the value, you're watching this and you see the value, and you say, yeah, this is for me, I want to be in, and I want to be part of this massive phenomenon and cash in on this opportunity, then I want to welcome you and say thank you for becoming a Python Signals member. The links are below this video so that you can get started right away. All right. All right. So thank you very much for watching. And let me just go here. Okay. All right. So thank you very much for watching, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And when you get started, don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions about anything. Also, do plug into our, you know, our Zoom calls, our Telegram channel or group, our Facebook group. Hang out with us and see the craziness and the fun that we have in those things. All right. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day.